So now I'll show you how to multiply two binomials using FOIL, the FOIL method, which just stands for first, outside, inside, last. So I'll take the first term, 4n times 5n. That's going to give me 20n squared. Since I have two variables there, they need to have that exponent of 2. They're being squared. And then, so I did my first. Now I need to go back and do my outside terms. So 4n times the negative 8, that's going to give me negative 32n. So I did my second. Now I'll go and I'll do my inside terms. Positive 4 times positive 5n is going to give me a positive 20n. And then I'll do my last terms, my positive 4 times my negative 8, and that's going to give me negative 32. So the last thing I have to do is combine like terms. So like terms just means that they end the same. So notice how this ends in n squared, and there's no other terms in here that also end in n squared. So that's going to stay how it is. But there's two terms that end in just the variable n. So negative 32n and combine it with positive 20n is going to give me a negative 12n. And then there's no constants, or in other words, a number without a variable. So I'm just going to bring that down. Minus 32. And here's my final answer. Here's another quick example using FOIL, but notice how there's two negatives, like negative 2 and negative 8. So real quick, first, 25x squared, outside, negative 40x, inside, and last. Notice how that's positive 16, because negative 2 times a negative 8 gives you positive 16. And then when you go to combine like terms, there's nothing I can combine with 25x squared because there's nothing else that ends in x squared. But notice how negative 40x and negative 10x, two negative numbers, you just add and keep the same sign. I know when you multiply and divide, two negatives, they become positive, but when you combine or add, that does not happen. So that'll be negative 50x, and then bring down the positive 16, and we're done.